morning, everyone. Buenos dias a todas. I'm delighted to welcome you to what I believe promises to be a very exciting and important week for the ICANN community. Together, we will be addressing a broad range of fundamental issues that go to the core of our business. I am sure that through our combined efforts, we will make substantial progress in many of these areas at ICANN61. Su Excelencia, Señor Ricardo Rosello, Gobernador de Puerto Rico, Distinguido Señor Oscar Moreno de Ayala Díaz, Presidente del NIC-PR, Distinguido Señor Pablo Rodríguez, Vicepresidente Ejecutivo del NIC-PR. En nombre de la comunidad global de la ICANN, le extiendo a ustedes y a toda la gente de Puerto Rico no solo nuestros mejores deseos y solidaridad, sino también nuestro compromiso de ayudar. Estamos listos para darles una mano de todas las formas posibles. The Honorable David Reddell, Assistant Secretary for Communications and Information and NTIA Administrator, United States Department of Commerce, you are most welcome to ICANN61. Colleagues and friends, it is a great honor to be here in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, meaning rich port, is also known in Spanish as La Isla del Encanto, meaning the island of enchantment. Its rich history, tropical climate, natural scenery, traditional cuisine, and above all, its hospitable Puerto Riqueños have made Puerto Rico a favorite destination for travelers from all around the world. I have been here once on holiday, a long time ago, and I've been dying to come back. I also know the ICANN community remembers fondly our 2007 meeting, which was held on this beautiful Caribbean island. 2 years ago, we regrettably had to postpone our meeting. This time, when we were faced with the decision to continue as planned after Hurricane Maria struck this island on the 20th of September 2017, the choice was clear. Our commitment was unequivocal. We were confident that Puerto Rico and the Puerto Rican people would overcome the tough challenges they were facing and would be ready to welcome our community. And they proved us right. We are here in this wonderful venue with terrific hosts. May I ask you to join me in a round of applause for our hosts. So with great thanks to our hosts, it's time to get down to business. My speech this morning is focused on ICANN's future in terms of three things: its strategic plan, its financial direction, and its governance model. Before thinking about the future, I would like to take a moment to reflect on where we are now today, 18 months after the transition took place in October 2016. it is fair to say we have our differences and even our public discords. But these are inherent characteristics of our inclusive, transparent system of governance and democracy. That is what makes us strong. That is what makes us so unique. There is no doubt that ICANN today is in a better place. We are on solid ground, and we are in good hands. Our leadership succession was smooth and assured. Our empowered community and our multi-stakeholder model are functioning well. Our policies are being developed and decisions are being taken. Our accountability, checks and balances are getting stronger. Our technology and services are stable, and our community and our board continue to work together in a cooperative manner. Of course, we will continue to have ups and downs, but we are in good shape and the future bodes well for us. Now, turning to the week ahead, we have a packed agenda. And as always, we will work hard. By the end of the week, we will be exhausted. And most of us will be delighted to be heading home. And some of us, perhaps, will be taking a well-deserved holiday here in Puerto Rico. But for the next few minutes, I invite you to lift your head up and look at the horizon. Shortly, we will begin working on our strategic plan for the next period from 2021 to 2025. This strategic plan will have three components. One, our vision. Two, our mission. And three, our strategic objectives. It is unlikely that our vision for where ICANN is going to be in the year 2025 will be different from what is described today in our strategic plan. The same applies to our mission. This also will not change in the new strategic plan because it's already engraved and written into our bylaws. Hence, our focus is going to be on our strategic objective, the third part of our strategic plan. And to develop these objectives effectively, we must start by understanding and identifying the key trends and forces, internal as well as external, that could have an impact on our ability to meet our vision and deliver on our mission. The board and staff began thinking about these trends and have identified a preliminary list of 10 of these trends, which I would like to share with you, and the main question in each one of them. First, on security. How will we tackle the increased risk and threat to security, both cyber and physical? Number two, on the root service. How should we support the evolution of the root server system to ensure sustained resilience? Number three, on the domain name system. How will the DNS evolve to encompass changes in the use of domain names and the impact of newer technology? Number 4, on ICANN financials. What must we do to ensure ICANN remains financially robust in the face of inevitable changes in the marketplace? Number 5, on our multi-stakeholder model. How do we continue to adapt it in order to support our multiple goals of inclusiveness and effectiveness? Number 6, on ICANN's international strategy. In what way ICANN's geographical presence should evolve in order to support our global community? On diversity, how do we improve and sustain representation across all levels of the community, ICANN.org, and the board? Number 8, on human rights. How do we honor our commitment to respect human rights core values in our business activities without expanding ICANN's mission? Number 9, on volunteers and staff. How do we better harness, motivate, and renew our volunteers? And how do we handle ever-growing demands on our staff? And finally, number 10, on unforeseen trends. How do we maintain flexibility in our new strategic plan to address future unforeseen economical, technological, and political challenges? The board does not believe that this is an exhaustive list of trends, and we look forward to the contribution across the community. This list should therefore be seen as a starting point, so that our collaborative efforts are most fruitful as we begin working together here in Puerto Rico and in Panama on the new ICANN strategic plan. It is not going to be easy, however, to craft a realistic strategy. We will have to limit some of our ambitions. We will have to set limits on what we're trying to accomplish. And we have to be sure we can afford it. In other words, a new strategic plan without corresponding financials will be no more than a dream. It is important this time round that we develop a fully costed 5-year plan that sets out clearly not only how, but how much and at what cost we will implement our chosen new strategy. Something I hasten to say we have not done so in the past. We have, in the past, been less concerned about the affordability of our strategic plan. Until now, our focus has always been on a 12-month budget, as funding consistently increased year on year. This short-term view of our financials is no longer sufficient, as funding is appearing to stabilize for the foreseeable future, while our expenses have increased on average by 16% per year over the past 10 years. Yes, we are not for profit, but we are also not for loss. I do not wish to create panic or needless anxiety, as ICANN continues to be funded solidly. But going forward, our expenses must be carefully managed so that we continue to live according to our means. This will necessitate change. It will necessitate that we extend our financial projections from 1 year to 5 years. That all of us become more selective and prudent in our spending. And when I say all of us, it starts with the board and with the community and with ICANN.org. Change begins at the top. Affordability and trade-offs are therefore two terms I would encourage us to adopt in our lexicon. This will not be easy, and naturally will create discomfort in areas where budgets are being reduced. That said, with regard specifically to the FY19 draft budget, I want you to know that the board is cognizant of concerns around the proposed budget cuts to various community programs and request mechanisms. The board considers the comment period that just ended to be valuable in ensuring the community has an opportunity to weigh in on priorities. In finalizing the FY19 budget, all, and I repeat, all public comments will be considered. Our collective aim is to strike the right balance between fiscal responsibility and ensuring our community of mostly volunteers are able to participate effectively in ICANN. And now I want to say a few words about our governance model. Even if we are equipped with the most realistic strategic plan and the most solid financial management, we still need our governance model to work effectively so that we continue to develop policies and make decisions in the global public interest and in a manner consistent with our mission. Since our inception 20 years ago, we have embodied multi-stakeholderism. This model of governance is ideally suited to ICANN. It has evolved over the years, and with the transition, it has been enshrined in great detail into our bylaws. Prior to the transition, the bylaws were 50 pages long, and now they are 250 pages long and much more comprehensive. A great achievement and a job well done. We must not, however, rest on our laurels. The transition, in my view, was the beginning of a new phase in ICANN's evolution and not an endpoint in itself. Our challenge for the coming years will be to ensure that we implement our governance model in a manner that balances the increasing needs of inclusivity, accountability, and transparency, while at the same time, we must ensure that our work gets done, our policies get developed in an effective and timely manner, and with the efficient utilization of ICANN's resources. As you can see, there are tough challenges ahead. Our ability to meet those challenges depend greatly on the board, ICANN.org, and the community working together as a team. We are all inextricably bound together by our shared obligation to steward ICANN's mission of ensuring the secure and stable operation of the Internet's unique identifier systems. That is our raison d'être. The board understands this obligation and is committed to serving the community as a reliable and trusted partner. To meet this commitment, the board will endeavor to align its priorities with those of the community, execute its responsibilities in an efficient and consistent manner. 3, engage openly and transparently, and ensure that ICANN.org serves our community with the best possible way. Furthermore, the board will endeavor to provide the appropriate level of leadership to the community. The board that you have elected and that you have entrusted is sometimes in a unique position to see a broader picture and should not shy away from making decisions, offering guidance, expressing opinions, and working to resolve impasses when the circumstances warrant. In so doing, the board must respect and facilitate the bottom-up multi-stakeholder process. And last but not least, the board is committed to acting at all times in the collective interest of all stakeholders and not the single interest of a single stakeholder. The board is also cognizant of ICANN's role in the larger internet ecosystem. Although ICANN plays a critical role, it is clearly not at the center of that universe, and it would serve us well to work in partnership with other key actors. In closing, I believe that together we will rise to the challenges ahead. We have a strong and collaborative community, an ideal model of governance, a responsible and committed board, and the unwavering support of a first-class CEO and his dedicated team. We shall therefore be able to shape ICANN's future strategy with confidence and strength of purpose. Thank you all for being here, for listening, and for participating in ICANN. Muchas gracias.